Alright guys, welcome back to the shop here. Today we're going to try our best to get this thing on this engine test stand and get it fired up. Get started this morning. I wanted to show y'all my flex plate I bought. It is SFI certified. It's got the weights for the 400 style crank. It's heavy. That's what I like about it. Real heavy. And I got a package in the mail. Brand new rebuilt Quadrajet. Got a good deal on eBay. Pretty reasonable shipping. And it was here from California in about 5 days. So it come in yesterday. I was so glad because I didn't really want to fire this thing up on that old Carter. Also, a buddy of mine come by and show y'all a little tip. Cut this valve cover out. Sit down here. You can adjust your rockers with the engine running. You don't get oil everywhere. I only had one though, so he brought me that because I didn't want to run my original Chevy ones. And the only thing I found that I don't like about these valve covers is there's no fill hole. And you can't get no dadgum let's see how tight this thing is. I mean, you got baffles in here, so it ain't like you can feel through there very good. So I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. To put some oil in it, I just pulled the distributor out and filled it through the distributor hole, but that ain't going to work. When I get ready to put oil in it later, I don't know what the hell. I guess I'm going to have to pull these valve covers off and fill right on top of the head, is all I can tell you. I don't know why in the world. You know, you think GM performance parts would at least stick a dadgum oil filter plug like that one's on there, you know? How do they expect you to fill these things? Alright, that's my rant for today, hopefully. So, first thing I gotta do is I've got to take these studs out right here because this Quadrajet, it don't fit on these studs. It fits on the next set. So where these performers has got fuel holes, I got to put these, I got to take these out because I got to put bolts to this Quadrajet in here, and I don't know if I even got bolts long enough to do it. Also, I'm going to show you my homemade tool here. So some years ago, when I was fiddling with engines a good bit, I made this. What it is a plate for your intake, and that should fit right on there. So what I've got to do now is I've got to get these studs out where that'll fit, and then I can lift the motor with the intake. They make these things. You can buy them. I don't know what they are, but I just didn't have time the day I made it. I had to get something going pretty quick. So anyway, first things first, gotta get these studs out. Okay guys, I just used the jam nuts. They screwed out pretty easily. There they are. And now I'm gonna use these short 5/16 to go back. It should fit right there. So it's a matter of, may have to get some washers to go in here. Anyway, I'll get this thing bolted on here, and already got the tractor and boom out here, so it'll just be a matter of picking it up, moving this out of the way, pulling forward, and I ain't got nobody here right now to help me set this thing on here, so I may have to wait for some backup, but we'll get some video of getting it on the test stand here, and we'll continue. Alright Alright guys, got this plate bolted on here, and I got the chain hooked up to the boom, and now we're going to try to get it off this stand. Weight off the stand now. Shouldn't be a matter of just pulling this pin, sliding this stand off. I'm gonna have both hands. Set y'all up on the tripod. Gotta get these bolts out of here. This thing had a clutch on it, so it's got a pilot bearing in there. It's notoriously hard to get out. So you may just leave the darn thing in there. So we'll paint it black, we'll get it outside, try to get it turned around, sit down on this stand. Alright guys, we got it spray painted. We're going to ease on out the shop here. See if we can get this stand turned around. Motor they had on this thing. Those front motor mounts just don't want to line up. I'm gonna show y'all what I'm up against. All right, I got this bolt's in. I had to loosen these bell housing bolts a good bit. This sun gun right here, it ain't even close to going in. It likes about an inch. Coming over this way, there ain't no way that thing's gonna flex no inch. No way. I don't know what the deal is. They had different mounts or something on this thing. There's no way that's going to ever flex enough to get on that. What I need to do is cut this pipe, take about a ½ inch out of this pipe, fold it down, connect it, and then re-weld that pipe. But if it was mine, that's what I would do. The dang thing ain't mine. So I think no. always something. Another issue I see, my damn fan. My fan's gonna be right in the radiator. There's hardly no clearance for it. Fan's gonna be running right in this area right here, and the radiator's got to sit right on the other side of it. So I'm either going to have to pull the radiator back, tack another piece on here, or something. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do with that. I wonder if I just run one, if it'll be alright. I'd stick something in this one, piece of wood or something. Just run bell housing and one motor mount. I don't see no other way of running it. Alright guys, I'm gonna tinker around with this thing some more, and maybe we'll get something going here. Alright guys, I done run into a big problem here. These flywheel bolts are too long for my flex plate. So what I'm going to end up having to do today is run that big heavy flywheel, because I'm going to have to get some flex plate bolts. They may have to be about half the length of these. So then I had to put the flex plate on, and I just left that that motor mount like it was. Ain't nothing I can do with it without cutting and re-welding. And like I said, if it was mine, I'd do it, but it ain't, so I'm not. If it don't work, well, it just don't work. I could chain it down to the frame if I had to, if it was torquing back this way, but you really ain't got nothing to torque on here. I mean, that bolt is solid, so I think one to hold. I got 4 of these halfway in. One of that bottom one, this bottom one's all the way in. The rest of them I can't get to tighten up all the way. They're just too long. So I'm gonna pull this flex plate off, and I'm gonna skimp my damn knuckle, and I'm gonna go get my flywheel from over yonder and put on there.